Arcanum 5, the Hierophant, or Hierarch. In this plate, we find the Hierarch with his armor of war. He is holding in his right hand the Staff of Power. He utilizes the mask of a jackal only when he is officiating to do justice. This symbolizes the supreme mercy and the supreme mercilessness of the law. The scale of justice is in the waters of life, indicating that the movements, actions, and reactions of the physical body are based on energy. This includes thoughts too. The number 5 is grandiose, sublime, and is the number of severity and of the law. It is the number of Mars and of war. The 5th arcanum of the Tarot shows us the teachings, karma, and gives explanations. It symbolizes the 5th cycle, the 5th race, the 5th sun, the 5 tattvas, the 5 fingers, the 5 gospels, the 5 senses, the 5 cells of the brain and ovaries, and the 5 aspects of the Divine Mother. The 5th card of the Tarot is initiation, demonstration, teaching, karmic law, philosophy, science, and art. We live in the age of Samael, the 5th of the 7. The return towards the great light has been initiated. Life has started to flow from the outer towards the inner. We are faced with the dilemma of to be or not to be. We need to define ourselves as angels or demons, eagles or reptiles. We have to confront our own destiny. The 5th arcanum is the Hierophant, the law, the severity. It is the flaming pentagram, the flaming star, the sign of divine omnipotence or omnipotence. This is the symbol of the ineffable Word made flesh, the powerful star of magicians. The pentagram represents man, the microcosmic human being, who with open arms and open legs is the star of 5 points. The pentagram with the 2 points aiming upwards represents Satan. It is utilized in black magic in order to invoke the tenebrous ones. The superior point aiming towards heaven represents the internal Christ of every human being who comes into this world. It symbolizes the divine. It is utilized in white magic in order to call divine beings. When we place it at the foot of the door of our room with the 2 feet pointing towards the outside, tenebrous entities do not enter into the room. On the contrary, when the pentagram is inverted with the 2 feet towards the inside, it permits the entrance of the tenebrous ones. The esoteric pentagram. In the superior angle of the pentagram, we find the eyes of the spirit and the sign of Jupiter, sacred father of all the gods. In the arms is found the sign of Mars, symbol of strength. In the feet is found the sign of Saturn, which is the symbol of magic. In the center of the pentagram is the symbol of occult philosophy, the caduceus of Mercury, and the sign of Venus. The caduceus of Mercury represents the dorsal spine. The 2 open wings represent the ascension of the sacred fire along the dorsal spine, which opens the 7 churches, or 7 chakras, of the book of the Apocalypse, Revelation of St. John. This is done through scientific chastity. The chalice, symbol of the feminine yoni, also represents the Christified mind. It contains the wine of light that semenizes the brain. The sword is the masculine phallus. We also find the key and the pentacle of Solomon. Tetragrammaton is a mantra of immense I guess, sacerdotal power. According to transfinite mathematics, infinite plus infinite equals the pentalpha. So infinite plus infinite equals 5. Students can elaborate an electrum in order to protect themselves against the tenebrous egos, thought forms, he means, and other kinds of demons that are outside of our mind. In occultism, we call an electrum or an electrum a pentagram, which has on it the 7 metals of the 7 planets. The first is the moon, silver. 2 is Mercury, mercury. 3 is Venus, corresponding with copper. 4 is the sun, corresponding with gold. 5 is Mars, iron. 6 is Jupiter, tin. And 7 is Saturn, lead. The pentagram is made and consecrated with the 4 elements: fire, air, earth, and water. It should be smoked with the smoke of the 5 perfumes: frankincense, myrrh, aloe, sulfur, and camphor. From these 5 substances that serve to consecrate the pentagram, the first 3 are in order to invoke the white forces. Sulfur is used in order to reject tenebrous entities. Camphor is utilized in order to perfume and attract success. One has to learn how to handle these substances. We have to put the 4 letters of the Yod He Vav He on the pentagram and carry it around our neck. This gives us extraordinary protection. In consecrating the pentagram must be blown on with the breath 5 times. This is in order for the real Christonic being of the internal master to be present in order to consecrate the pentagram. The 5 archangels, Gabriel, Raphael, Samael, Anael, and Orifiel, must also be invoked. If we can elaborate a metallic pentagram and consecrate it, we can also consecrate ourselves with the same rites and perfumes that we use to consecrate our metallic pentagram. This is because the human being is a star of 5 points. Those who feel they are polluted with larvae, astral larvae, or are miserable must incense themselves with the 5 perfumes in order to become clean. This must be performed in conjunction with treading on the path of perfect chastity. In the Lumicioles, this custom of cleaning the brothers and sisters that are full of larvae should be established. Thus, they will receive the benefit in their souls and in their bodies. In the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the following is said: Sait nu triumphant. I am the jackal of jackals. I am Shu, and I draw air from the presence of the God of light, Ku, to the bounds of heaven and to the bounds of the earth, and to the bounds of the outermost limits of the flight of the Nebe bird. May air be given unto these young divine beings. Chapter 55. The hierarch of the 5th arcanum is the jackal of the jackals. He is the lord of the archons of destiny. He is Anubis, the god with the head of a jackal. The temple of Anubis is the temple of the lords of karma. Anubis carries the books of karma in the underworld. Each human being has his own book of affairs. Those who learn how to travel in the Ka, astral body, he's using Egyptian terms right now, can visit this temple of the Jackal of Jackals in order to consult their book and to make their negotiations. Credits can be requested from the Lords of Karma. Every credit must be paid for by working in the great work of the Father, or by suffering on the unspeakable. When the Logos of the solar system delivered unto me the tunic and the mantle of the Hierophant of major mysteries, he told me, "Here I pay unto you what I owe you for the practices that have been teaching, that you have been teaching. One who wants light must give light in order to receive one's payment. The Jackal of Jackals conducts the light for all the limits of the firmament. He arrives to the frontiers of the bird Nebe, the enormous serpent who is one of the 42 judges of Ma'at in the judgment. This great judge is the Logos of the solar system. The Jackal of Jackals works under the orders of this great judge. These young divine beings that work with the Anubis are the Lords of Karma. The alchemist must learn how to drive his Ka, his astral body, in order to visit the temple of the Jackal of Jackals, either in meditation or a deeper meditation of dream yoga, and to arrange his negotiations. In our work with the Blessed Stone, it is indispensable to learn how to consciously handle our own karmic negotiations. No one escapes from justice because in the depth of our consciousness exists the Kaum, the karmic police, who take form each time that we register an action, be it positive or negative.